'Twas in the pleasant month of May, in the springtime of the year. It was down by yonder meadows there runs a river clear. Look at those little fishes, see how they sport and play. Make many a lad and many a lass go therefore to make gay.
Your dad ran the site with an iron rod. He decided who came and went. If anyone was daft enough to come poking around in the night, they had to get past him first. Mac wisdom, everyone knew him. And there were rules. There had to be when you lived like we did out there, away from the estates and the roads and the ways of the house dwellers. There were simple rules like how only familiar family names were allowed, or if you were a traveller passing through you had to be vouched for. Fighting with weapons was not allowed either. Weapons only brought wounds and holes and hospital visits. And hospital visits brought the police calling. And so did the storage of stored goods, stolen stuff. Stick it down in the woods if you have to, hide it, bury it, whatever, but keep it away from the vans and the kids. It was the animals to protect too. One of your earliest memories was falling asleep to the sound of a riderless skewbald cob stallion galloping around the paddock next to the site. Its hooves vibrating through the soil and up into the van, the snorting of its nostrils amplified in the stillness of the blue light. Stealing from another traveller was worst of all. No, definitely not. Mac wouldn't have that. Because if you couldn't trust your own, you couldn't sleep at night. This only happened the once that I can recall back in the mid-70s when a lone visiting traveller from Cumbria who was over doing some road lane work around the town got himself caught inside a van belonging to Mac's cousin Jim Brazil. He was filling his pockets. Punishment was instant. Your dad broke both his arms, just laid him out there in the grass and stomped him. Stomped him in front of everyone. Stomped him until he only stopped screaming after he had fainted from the pain. He snapped his arms like bloody kindling. And he picked him up all floppy like a rag doll and a couple of the kiddies crying beside him. And your dad and Jim Brazil drove him through town and dumped him on a bench outside the hospital. His van and all his possessions were sold the next morning, and the Cumbrian lad was never seen again.
Now in comes the jolly sizeman, the A4 to mow down, with his good old leathern bottle and the bear that is a brown. There's many of stout labouring men go there their skill to try, for they cut, they smow, they lace, they blow, and the grass got very dry.